Whew. Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. All right, so it's the end of another day. We just finished our live stream. Shout out to everybody who came into the channel and watched the live stream. I appreciate you all being here. You know, without you guys, this does not work without you. So, interesting turn of events for the Cowboys. Andy Dalton is now out of COVID protocol and cleared out of concussion protocol. And we're talking about practice. Not a game now. We're talking about practice. And according to Adam Schefter a few hours ago, that Andy Dalton practiced and was good to go to play on Sunday against the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota is currently tied with the Bears, 13-13, and neither team looks any good. Neither team looks any good. I think the Vikings are 3-5. And an interesting thing, going into this game tonight, Kirk Cousins still ain't throwing as many yards as Dak Prescott. Now, what really and truly amazes me is this. Crazy thing about the NFL is things always change. What you expect to happen doesn't always happen. A lot of times you have guys that are playing or teams that are playing really, really good. Then all of a sudden they go through a period where they're playing really bad. You see teams that are early in September, you look and say, that team's headed to the Super Bowl. And then they come back down to earth and somebody you thought was left for dead comes back and ends up winning the Super Bowl. I can point to the New York stinking Giants and Cop Pizzle. I don't want to hear it. This is not that year. But I remember when you guys were 9-7 and went in there and bitch slapped the New England Patriots. Nobody gave you a chance as a wild card to go in there and beat them when they were literally 18-0. But it happened. It can happen. It's not a matter of all those games that you did before. It's a matter of getting into the playoffs and seeing what you can do from that point forward. I remember the Indianapolis Colts. Always a great offensive team, but their defense stunk. And as I always put it, they can't win the Super Bowl because they don't have a defense. But for some reason, all of a sudden came the playoffs, and that defense turned it on and became like the 85 Bears and were playing lights out, and Peyton Manning got his first Super Bowl. So when you say that you know what's going to happen with the team, you don't know. But we're 9.5 points underdog to this garbage-ass Minnesota Viking team? 9.5? 9.5. Kirk Cousins. Now, I'm trying to understand the Andy Dalton situation. Andy Dalton coming off of two, not one, but two different protocols. Two. Not one, two. How you go ahead and say he gonna be the star? Oh, well, so let me back this up. They haven't said he's not they haven't said he's the starter. Although Stephen Jones said when Andy Dalton's healthy, he's the starter. But I don't understand it. I don't think the team likes Andy Dalton. Some people will say it's because the Cowboys don't want to win. That they are looking at this and saying, let's get the picks for the future. And I can't say that that's a bad idea. I can't say that's a bad idea. Because going into this draft, you know, most teams that are really bad, when you see most teams that are like us that are 2-7, they're saying, we need a quarterback. If we could get a franchise quarterback, we can turn this thing around. Well, we've already got that coming back next year if the Cowboys aren't stupid and Dak Prescott. We got that. So we can add some other pieces, and we'll get some of those pieces back, like the offensive line. And maybe we add some future great offensive line. And we add a safety. Maybe we get another cornerback. You know, maybe we get some of these pieces that will really vault this team ahead. And as Stephen Jones always says, player acquisition is a 365 day a year job. And it might be that they're looking at this and saying, okay, we're looking to get players for next year. And the best way we can do that is lose our ass off for the rest of this season. We're not saying we're tanking, but we want to see what we got in Andy Dalton, see if we want to bring him back. If the team doesn't respond to him, maybe we're figuring out which guys, don't need to be here or something. It'll be interesting to see if the offense responds the same way they did for GG, for Andy Dalton. And if Andy Dalton comes out, and let's say that first half he stinks up the joint. Let's say he plays garbage like he has the other games he started. I wonder if they'll pull him for GG. It's going to be interesting. It's kind of, the fire's kind of noisy. It's like crackling almost. It's like, am I getting low on gas? I might be getting low on gas, and that's why it's crackling. Oh. Well, I guess that's all I got for you guys. I don't remember saying anything about Tyrone Crawford. Only, I don't know if Tyrone Crawford is off of COVID protocol as well. I don't know. I love to come out here. Love to come out here and think. I'm worried. I'm worried for a lot of people. I know Jessica was in her live stream yesterday. She said she wasn't feeling well. She had been exposed to somebody who had COVID, and she didn't have a sense of smell and had like flu-like symptoms. And I didn't see her in here today, and I'm worried about her. I'm worried about DT's nephew who went back in the hospital after dealing with COVID. I'm worried about the guy who emailed me about his his grandmother, who they found basically blue. And that she had been put on a ventilator, but then taken off of one because there wasn't much that they could do for her. I've been lucky that I hadn't had people really close to me. I mean, I've lost friends and I've lost family members, but nobody immediately before. And I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Sometimes it still feels like it's surreal. It's like it hasn't sunk in. Other times it kind of hits you in the face and you just want to cry. I just feel like I'm supposed to do something, but I don't know what it is. All day it's been, I feel like I'm missing something. I'm supposed to do something, but I don't know what it is, and it's driving me crazy. I can't believe my brother is gone. I always say, enjoy and make the most of every day, because once this day is gone, it's one day less that you have. And to make sure that you let everybody know how you feel about it, because you might not get another chance. And I can't shake this feeling that I'm supposed to do something and I don't know what it is. Maybe I'll get it figured out. I appreciate all of you for being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report and listening to me whine and moan and groan about my Cowboys. And I'll see you guys in the morning. Be safe.